I want to welcome the GMs and the wives, the godly men and the warm, inviting, feminine, empathetic women out there. I had this thought when I was on a drive in the mountains earlier, and I wanted to make a video about this to just put this out here. He is never just a friend, and her past always matters. The reason that her past always matters is because it's going to be a great indicator onto what kind of woman she's going to be for the marriage or the family that you choose to create if you are a godly man that wants a family. And I mean, obviously, if you're just looking for a good time, then her past should mean nothing to you. Correct, absolutely correct. But if you are looking for a long-term relationship, her past is absolutely going to matter. And the way that she's handled herself is absolutely going to matter. And the reason that he's never just a friend is because there's no such thing really of a male and a female being friends. They can be professional, they can be acquaintances, they can share a common life, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are and they should be friends. And all of the the reason that I was thinking about this is because something happened at the gym earlier this week where I saw this guy and this girl. Like, the guy was on one of the machines doing like back exercises, and this girl comes in and she is like, I'm talking fine. That's all I'll say. She is fine. And the guy is like not that good looking at all. And he, like he's working on himself. Good for him. But they like say hi to each other and he just starts praising her. Oh my gosh, your hair looks so amazing like that. Oh girl, don't you ever change that hairstyle. It's amazing. And your outfit, oh my gosh. And they give a big hug to each other and they talk for like 5 minutes. And the girl's just getting all of this attention, all of the praise. She is giving nothing except for like the hug. Okay, like that's all that this girl's giving to this guy. And the guy is just continuing to praise her. And yes, even in this situation, if they are just friends, that is not going to be tolerable or conducive to a long-term relationship, because she is entertaining this woman who is fine. She is fine. Yet she still wants to be validated. And this is just going to show also that the interior of a woman is just as important, if not more so, than the exterior. Now, of course, we men, we have to be attracted to the women that we are with. And when I say women, I mean the woman. For me, like, if you want to have multiple women, you want to be a polygynist, not a polygamist, not a polyamorous, a polygynist. It is your biblical right. I don't really want to do that. I don't really recommend it, but it does say in the Bible, Isaiah 4:1, that 7 women will cleave unto one man and ask for that man to just give them his name so that their sins may be reconciled. The verse itself, you want to look up, but anyway, that's basically what the verse is saying. So it is the case, and this is happening to me as well. I've got more women than I know what to do with wanting to be with me, but at the same time, I don't really care to talk to a lot of them because I know that they're just not ready. They're not ready. And a lot of these women think that the men are the ones that are not ready. But here's the thing also, and it is true, don't get me wrong, it is true, but when you get to a point as a man where you've built yourself up so much internally and spiritually that the fruits of your labor starts to be produced from the inside out. That's where life really changes forever. I'm talking, I don't see this ever going away unless I myself just mess what I've got up. And the only way that I would be able to mess this up is if I just don't stay consistent. I know for a fact that if I stay consistent and I stay determined, I stay hungry, I am that lion, I'm going to be just fine. Because I've seen the fruits of my labor, and it feels good. It feels good to be wanted, right? Of course, you'd rather, but not more than that though. It's almost needed though. But like, some of these women have looked at me as if just me looking at them was enough of what they needed to just feel like like they've got it. But I don't even want to really. It's like, how do I say this? It's almost like you can't be friends with women now, because even just being like cordial with them, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't be professional, I'm not saying that you shouldn't like care about these women, because those women that are in your community, those are your women. Those women that are around you, those are your women. You're supposed to be leading by example, men. And if you are one of those simps out there that are going to worship the ground that this woman walks on, thinking that she deserves to be everybody's number one, because because every man, she only thinks that because all of the simps tell her that. And then when she comes across a real man like yourself, all of a sudden the rules of the game change. It's like they were playing in, you guys play sports in high school? It's like they were playing on the JV team and thinking that it was the varsity team the whole time. And now they're realizing that you're on varsity. And they're not quite sure they're going to make the cut to varsity, and that freaks them out. So they'll continue to go back to these male friends. Because why? That's who they're getting validation from. That's who they're getting attention from. And it's really sickening. To be honest, it's really sickening to look at and to watch, because so many men are worth so much more than that. Like, bro, whoever is watching this right now, if you are a man and you are in the midst of worshiping a woman, the ground that she walks on, have some self-awareness. Take a look inside yourself and ask yourself why you're doing that. Does she really deserve that? Does she really deserve to be treated like that? What has she done for you or to anybody? Not even just for you, but to the community. What has she been able to give to the community that is so worth it? Or does she just look good? And I'm not saying that looking good is a bad thing. I'm just saying, if that's all she's got, does she really need to have the ground that she walks on to be worshipped? That's all I'm saying. And so, yeah, these guys are never just friends either, because in the back of their minds, these sleazy men, I'm telling you right now, the male friends are the most sleazy. And any girl that entertains male friends, I'm not even going to pursue anyway. And that's one of the things that is on my mind a lot of the time with these women that are after me. They're trying to get my attention in any way that they can. And it's just, I totally would start a conversation if they didn't entertain all these guy friends. And I understand that there's going to be the orbiters. They're going to be the male beta orbiters, right? I understand that. But if she's entertaining them, if she's not just saying hello and moving on, she's nice, she's kind, but she makes it clear that she's not really interested. To me, that signals integrity, to me that signals that she's about something bigger than that. Because the woman that is actually about the man that she says that she wants, let's say, what's going to happen is that the woman that is actually wanting that kind of man is going to reorient her life to ensure that she looks good for that guy, and she knows what that guy's looking for. Because too many women don't even know what men are looking for. They don't, I mean, some of them just don't even care. And yeah, there are men that don't even care what women want, but it's almost in some way men don't even know what women want. And we don't need to necessarily know what women want all the time. We just need to be able to influence her emotions and be the cause of her emotions. We just need to make sure that we are the ones that take her from high to low to high, and all around and in between. Because if you're the guy, and I'm not saying you should like demean, like take her from high to low. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you need to be able to make those emotions all through her just energized and riled up to make your connection more strong, because women are only going to respond to their emotions. They're only going to be loyal to their emotions. And it took me a long time to accept this. But this is another reason why her past matters. Because if she was highly emotional in her past and continued to be so up until she was like 20, late 20s, 30s, the chances of her reframing how she operates in life is very low. And even these women that are on OnlyFans, or that are like talking about coming to Jesus now after they've been on OnlyFans, it's like, I want to believe you, I really do, and you can be a changed person, absolutely. I believe that. I 100% subscribe to the concept and the possibility that you can be changed following your rediscovery with God, let's say, and the source of creation, and following Christ. But to do that and to like neglect the past, I mean, there's going to be simps out there that put a ring on these OnlyFans women. God bless them. God bless their soul, because they're going to have a hard life. They're going to have a hard life recognizing and realizing that this is what's actually going on still. But ultimately, guys, I just wanted to come on here and make it known in this message and what's been going on, and just my thoughts on the subject. And with all that being said, peace be with you. Till next time.